Oh boy, we sure have a big update today. This took over 2 hours to drop, my people. Over 2 hours to drop. Without further ado, let's go ahead and break and dissect version 1.4 down for Seiya Shining Soldiers like every week. Let's get it.
A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step.
Let's get it. What is going on, gang? It's your boy, DVGTX-YT. Welcome back to another weekly edition of Saint Seiya Shining Soldiers Weekly Review. That is right, every week we go ahead, we get together here on the channel, we release this video. This video is basically pertaining to all the updates, all the patchworks, all the things that they touched on the game week to week. Last week, unfortunately, I was on vacation, so unfortunately I was not able to provide you guys a video because I was not even here at home. Nonetheless, this week I was going to make sure that I was on top of things and drop this video. So here we are, and this is what we're doing today. As you guys may know, the game itself has had a lot of dead spots, a lot of dead weeks where there was not much to really think about or really do besides the events, besides gathering, besides gathering the tablets and doing all these little small events just to get money, get shields and belts and boots and more summoning scrolls and whatnot. What we've been getting, very few things that was geared towards getting more Cosmo Crystals. They have been pretty stingy on the Cosmo Crystals front. Like, we want to do our dailies. Our dailies cost 20. You got 4 or 5 banners that are dailies. If you don't have all the characters that you want, you're gonna use your daily ups to make sure that you get your daily. So overall, you're not saving any money with your dailies. Let's just put it like that. And that's usually the biggest conundrum that a lot of us have here in the game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Go ahead and see exactly what we got. To begin with, the very first thing, which is the most important thing, is the fact that we got a questionnaire. That is right. It is the first survey of the game. The half-year point of the game is coming up, and they are giving us a questionnaire in regards to everything that is happening here. If you guys reading here on the screen, as you guys said, thank you for playing Seiya Shining Soldiers. We have a survey coming up, 5/26, so on and so forth. We're gonna go ahead, and what you would do in the survey essentially is go ahead, answer the questions, things that you want to see, changes that you want them to have made in the game, and they're going to go ahead at the end of the survey give you a character from all of the characters that are there to choose from. And what would end up happening is that when you choose that character, it goes into a pool. And when that pool gets finished after the survey, whoever got the most votes in regards to this pool survey, that is a free character that they are going to be handing out, because that is the character that the community chose as a breadwinner for the surveys and whatnot. So let's go ahead and look at the patch updates and the grill updates here, see exactly what we got. So still a lot of the times when you're playing online mode, you're still having a lot of battle load times. So they've been working on that. Honestly, a lot of the things that this patchwork was working on is improving the system load, the system issues, the things that made the game take forever to do. I don't think that they fixed the Cosmo ticket usage. They're still there. Sometimes you can use multiple ones depending on what you're doing, but when it comes out to building equipment, when it comes down to spending skip tickets on on multiple items and things like that, like those kind of things like that. It makes it just easier. Why not just give us a multiple item choice so we could go ahead and at least give us up to 5, and we could do 5 at a time. Outside of that, I heard through the Seiya official website, they have this new addition to it called the in-game video chat. I don't know too much about that, but it's something that they were talking about in regards to the game itself. What I mean with that is that apparently you'll be able to go ahead and form a room, and I don't know if they added it in this patch, but it is part of the data mine. It is there, officially announced on their official Twitter, that what you could end up doing is essentially creating like a chat room with your friends and and buddies and whatnot, and then inside that chat room you could go ahead and use your front facing camera to be able to virtually chat with your friends via the game, and then play Seiya Shining Soldiers alongside with them. So for like doing, I'm assuming that they're going to add a raid boss, because that's what the first event, like I explained to you, that first ranked event that we did, I knew it was all the tests to see if PvE would work, if making a combination of things between 2 players versus 1 raid boss, 3 players versus 1 raid boss, each one of us picking 1 character or something like that. I could see it happening. If we push it enough, we're gonna get some type of event like that. But ultimately, what it leads to is what I'm saying, that with this video chat feature being implemented, will people actually use it? I don't know. I mean, with the way technology works nowadays, we do got Discord. We have so many different, venues in order to be able to communicate with each other. But I see what they're going with. If you can communicate with your friends via in-game, and have more than 30 friends, so you can just, open up a lobby and random people could join, that could possibly work. But of course they're gonna have to monitor and see what exactly that entails and how people are gonna be using it. New banner, because weekly now we're getting some new banners and we're getting some new stuff to work on. But we got the 3 general summon, where we're getting Minos, we're getting a new Radamantes, and we're also getting another Ayakos. So now we have all 3 judges. Actually, these are the old ones, so these are the green ones that you can get for free, and then this is the black one that you can get for Radamantes via summoning. Obviously, this is one of the best physical units in the game. That is right. If you do not have him in your deck and you have a physical attack team, you're missing out, because even by himself as a solo unit, he takes massive damage. You could solo an entire team with Radamantes without even having an optimal unit. So that's a great thing in regards to that. Now let's go ahead and look exactly what we got here with Minos, because this will be the first Mino skill, that the first Minos, if I'm correct. So he's a blue, and he has a black charge skill C, which I want to see what kind of damage it takes. So it's a performance 20 damage. It reduces the main warrior's physical defense for 7 turns. So that means if you get hit with this, your character's defense is gone. Yeah, your character's defense is gone. That means that your character's butter, basically. In turn, what ends up happening is that obviously this game is turn-based, so the one who has the higher speed is going to be the unit that's going to go first. But if you build a squad that could tank some hits, if you got enough parts, pieces, equipments to tank hits, to take 1 or 2 hits, and you're able to go ahead and set them up this way, where you can use charge skill C, the marionette string, in order to hit them, and take away their defense, then when you drop your final character, even if you use him as a setup character for like second character, not the first but second character, set him up no matter who you're fighting, even if it's a weak affinity, you know, for the next opponent. If you hit him with this, that's a good setup. Then the next character has a, you know, speed 9. You could definitely take a lot of damage off of that. So I mean, the meta is definitely changing. Of course, the more characters you have, you can build your deck, you know, to be able to tank hits. That's also a benefit. But the meta is, they're trying to add things that officially make certain characters that are OP that, you know, not be as OP. If we look at the blue charge skills that he has, of course, we know his attacks from the series. We got the Cosmo Marionation. That one is a level 29 attack. All of these that we see here are all at level 5. One thing that I know is that when they're showing all of these right here, these are all the skill sets at level 5. So it's not like, oh, you're gonna get a level 1 and that this is what you get for level 1 as you go up. No, this is all set at level 5. See what I'm saying? Spirit defense immediately gets reduced by 34. You know, team effect right here. The team effect is if you don't use this character, if you're not using the character, you have him on the bench, it's 24% taken away from the defense of the other character. That is fucking insane at a level 5. That is insane, bro. That is insane. Insane. I am trying to tell you guys. I'm not dehydrated today because this isn't something to blow out of the water like last time when they dropped the other characters, but holy shit, it's a little hot in here. Woo. Woo. Kind of disappointed is the only character that they dropped though. Outside of that, these characters are all the same. As you guys may know, you got to use your Galaxy Stones or Cosmo Stones, Cosmo Crystals in order to be able to go ahead and summon that. Some new affinities were added here, so all the affinities that were added in the past few weeks now have been added to the general pool, as you guys may know. So the Iolos, Iolia, the Aphrodites that came out, the new buy-in that came out, all of these got added into the scroll, into the bigger pool one. So if you got 10 Cosmo Scrolls or Silver Scrolls, you can use those in order to try to pull for some of these units. But this one in particular is focusing on certain characters. I don't care at all for Pisces. You guys know how I feel about Pisces. You guys know that I'm not going to go ahead and make this shit up. Like, nobody cares. What we got going in this particular select summon, which is why this is important for you guys, is the fact that Krishna has very good attacks, but didn't have very good support at first. So now they're adding more of his character into the game, and they're adding more of the seahorses, the 7 seahorses into the game in order to be able to have variations on PvP. So if you don't have Krishna and you want some units that cause bleed effects, if you can manage to tank the first hit, this is what I always tell people. What this character is, if you can manage to take the first hit and you're able to use the Flashing Lancer, you're more than likely going to take the win. Because the Flashing Lancer not only makes your character bleed, but it takes a shit ton of damage even though it says 24 attack. The same way goes for the Maharoshini. The Maharoshini itself is 100% guaranteed bleed. The other one isn't. The other one is like a 10%, 15%. If you're worried about, using effects in order to, take advantage of the battle. If we scroll further up here, we got the Pisces, the Aphrodite Blue. He also has a speed 8 attack. The things that you want to focus the most on all of these, no matter who they are giving out. Aquarius, Camus, Green. He's old. What you want to worry about is the team effect. Is the team effect going to help out any of your new team setups? P1 is not going to help. In PvP, they nerf the hell out of the HP portion of stuff, so you don't get the full HP at all. Move along with that one. The critical up per the ally percentage, so on and so forth. This passive team effect skill, again for bench unit purposes and whatnot, it's horrible. And they'll say is bring up the critical of one ally on turn 2 or 3 if I'm correct. So this one is having to do it on turn 4. By that time, I mean, you don't even have to spend money to try to get this guy. You're not even going to use this guy because Seiya, not only does Seiya have the exact same speed attack, but if you use Green Seiya's defense is better than this guy's right here. So yeah, get the team effect again, and then the team effect here we got the physical defense up, so that is going on a 29%. You see what I'm saying? That right there. That right there. That right there. That right there. Those are. Got me stuttering over here, man. Those are the numbers that you like to see. Those are the numbers that you want to see as bench units, because that's what these are. These are bench units. These are defensive units. These are support units. These are not for you to go on to the battlefield to fight unless you really want to. If you want to have them on the battlefield to fight, you can. This is a defensive type unit, so his damage output is not that high. But if you have, you know, if you're afraid that you're going to continue running into the Radamantises and, you know, Tauruses and all that stuff, then what you end up doing is you go ahead and you pop this man as a level 5, give him up to level 50, pop this man into your team, into your bench, and then your main team is going to have physical defense up immediately. Of course, you have passive skills. If you're using the actual character, you'll have passive skills for in-game, but I highly doubt that you're going to want to use them based off the way the meta is working right now. You want as many speed 9 attacks on your cast and then build around that. The green one right here has an affinity down. Now, what is the difference between physical ability, physical defense, and affinity down? The difference is that if you end up fighting somebody who has affinity down, then when they attack your unit that has the weaker unit, so let's say if you are using a blue unit and you're being attacked by a green unit, if you use something that has affinity down versus physical defense down, then what would end up happening is that his attacks will end up hitting you like a regular normal attack. There will be no criticals. So that means that the damage output to your character will be like if he was attacking a regular character. If you didn't know that, I'm just breaking that down. That's the biggest difference between affinity down and physical defense down. And physical defense down, when you attack that unit, the opponent's unit, their defense is going to go extremely down. With affinity down, it means that overall, if the color is weaker, they just don't get no criticals, and it debuffs, you know, attacking the weaker color kind of thing. So that's that. We still got the God Cloth that's still kind of open. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what else they're bringing us. Of course, you may know I participated in the last rank, the last tournament. Didn't do too much because I was busy with everything else, but it got closed for the week, so this week there's nothing. So, they are definitely upping and ramping up the PvP mode. That's great. That is amazing. Gotta definitely give it up to them that they're trying their hardest to keep that there. Let's go ahead and check out the Cosmic Chronicles because they added some new Cosmic Chronicles. Of course, we have the God Cloth Aphrodite's Descends. What I heard, we were supposed to get some new stories, but apparently not. Yeah, apparently not. We go to the final portion of everything. We have the Pisces God Cloth Summon, which is 100. And then we have, of course, the 3 Generals Summon right here, where you could go for that. Like I broke it down earlier in the detail section. Here's the new affinities added, so on and so forth. And then you have the normal summons with the scrolls and that about sums everything up in that regards. Again, there's a new mode coming through. There's a new mode happening on the game. You want to make sure you want to check it out. The video chat mode is going to be, I believe, the new feature that they're going to add. They're working on, so stay tuned for that, because once they add that, then we'll be able to talk with friends via the video chat and possibly stream directly off the actual game. I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know. That's pretty much all I've read online. If you want to go check it out on the Twitter, on the official Twitter, twitter.com/SSS_Shining Soldiers, and you'll find it. And that's all we got today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys got all the information you guys needed from here. This week's update officially is, of course, about a 7.5 out of 10. We got some new infinities in here. A week off. I'm not giving it a high rating. Obviously, it's kind of the same repetition of everything that we've gotten. We're not looking forward to anything new, but I will definitely give them a side score of a 9 out of 10 for listening to us and giving us a survey so we can actually voice our opinions. Within 6 months, that is great compared to a lot of other games that they wait for the year anniversary in order to be able to voice their opinions and whatnot. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to going ahead and putting that note in. I hope you guys do the exact same thing. Make sure you guys do so and vote for, because by the time this survey is done, some of these units are not going to be here, some of these new units. But so I recommend you guys to vote for Pegasus Seiya. He's probably one of the best units in the game. If we can get him for free, you have one of the best red units in the game, guys. One of the best units in the game if you don't have him. So let's vote for Pegasus Seiya. That's who I'm going for. Pegasus Seiya for the one free unit. Alright? That being said, let me know what you guys think about the video in the comments section about this week's update. VGTX-YT, I'm out.